Day 2 of the New York Giants training camp period is officially in the books. And with that being said, guys, we have so much to talk about. News, notes, highlights, observations from today's practice, including Daniel Jones actually looking a lot better. Yesterday wasn't the greatest day, but today things improved, and that is exactly what you want to see. But before we break down the news, notes, and highlights, I need you guys to do me a massive favor, and I wanted to give a big shout out to all of the New York Giants media members out there who, again, work so hard each and every single day to get these highlights out for us, kind of enabling us to make these videos. Guys, without them, these videos are not possible to make. So do me a favor, go follow them on X. You can do it easily, doesn't take too long, and once you follow them, you're going to be kept up to date with all the news and notes before even I post the videos. So go follow them right there. Some shout outs to Bobby Skinner as well as Justin Panic as well. You'll be able to find them on X too. Now with that being said, let's kind of dive into the video a little bit and talk about today's practice. Now, Daniel Jones had a connection with Malik Nabers today, and their first TD during team drills was on an RPO slant. Beautiful read by Daniel Jones, reading, Trey Hawkins and the inside linebacker, kind of biting down on the play fake, and then able to hit Malik Nabers in stride for a nice little touchdown. The connection between those two needs to start, getting going, and I think it will over the next few weeks here. Today was just the start of something that could be amazing, right? Most of the day was in low red zone. They also ran some one-on-one drills. You'll be able to see some highlights of that in this video. But Daniel Jones had some really good over-the-shoulder throws. Even had a deep pass to Jalen Hyatt. That was probably the play of the day. They're trying to really implement Jalen Hyatt into this offense a lot better than he was last year. And I think he could actually potentially even break out for them, right? You have Malik Nabers, you have Jalen Hyatt, and then you have Darius Lane and Wan'Dale Robinson, Isaiah Hodgins, Isaiah McKenzie, Allen Robinson, who had a really good route today. Guys, comment down below, who do you think the top 3 wide receivers are going to be for the Giants when it comes to the start of the season? Let me know what you guys think. Deontay Johnson was rotating in with the twos for the most of the day with Micah McFadden. Drew Lock looked pretty bad today for the most part. But, to his credit, the offensive line behind the starters, I don't really know what word to use to describe them. They're just not really great yet, okay? They have potential, but they're not really where they need to be as of right now. So we're going to have to continue to monitor Drew Lock in the backup offensive line going forward. Another guy who looked really good today, a major bump up, Azeez Ojulari. Now, the reason being is we all know that Brian Burns came over here from Carolina. You also have Kayvon Thibodeau, which puts Azeez Ojulari, who was a normal starter last season, against the twos. And when you put him up against the twos, especially that second team offensive line, dude is going to dominate. And today he did exactly that, having at least 2 sacks, maybe even more, what would have been sacks versus the second team offensive line today in Drew Lock. So listen, Azeez is so underrated, and I hope he gets a lot of playing time this year. It's going to be tough to find the playing time, but if he does have to plug and play, he's a very good plug and play starter. A couple of tight ends making some plays. Chris Manhertz, and also a guy in Lawrence Cager, back-to-back days with touchdowns. 2 guys that, maybe they don't have high confidence in, but there is opportunity there, right? Theo Johnson is on the PUP list. You have Daniel Bellinger, and then there's Lawrence Cager and Chris Manhertz, who are working to get better each and every single day, which is definitely fun to see. I hope these guys continue to grow as players. I mean, Chris Manhertz is a legitimate great pass blocker, a good run blocker against, even there was a rep today versus Brian Burns. The dude is a good blocker, so expect to see Chris Manhertz on the football field this season almost no matter what. Now, before we get any further into the video, do me a big favor, guys. Hit the like button so not only we can get this video out to more Giants fans around the world, but more importantly, subscribe to this channel if you're new. It is free, it doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering the Giants throughout all of preseason, rookie or training camp, regular season, everything, breaking down film, for everything you could think of. We got you guys covered, so join the family if you haven't already done so. And lastly, follow my Twitch if you haven't already done so. We're going to be watching some Giants games live on the channel. If you want to watch them with me and kind of break down the film in live time, it is Matty Dubs with 3 S's, or you could find the link in the description below. With that being said, let's kind of dive back into the video a little bit. Tyrone Tracy. He's a guy who looked good today, catching the ball at the backfield. Had one play where he snagged it with one hand. Beautiful catch. Now, right now, it's Devin Singletary, Eric Gray running with the 2s, Tyrone Tracy mixing in with the 1s and 2s as well, right? But Tyrone Tracy is a guy who can really add a different dynamic coming off the bench, being someone who can catch the football and be a really good playmaker. You know, I don't think he'll be a day one starter for them, but what he has already shown as a rookie is something that you should be excited about going forward, and he's one of those guys that I'm excited about. Another really good TD by Daniel Jones to Lawrence Cager in the back of the end zone. Just really good pocket, offensive line did a good job. Daniel Jones stepped up, went through his progressions, and ended up finding Cager pretty quickly there. So that was another big note. Javarius Owens is a dog on the 3rd team. This dude was, what, a 7th round draft pick, I want to say, last season. This dude has been really good so far in camp, and I'm gonna expect him, or expect to see him move up this depth chart as time goes on, because he's just been good. And then for the wide receiver room, I wanted to wait to say this because I wanted you guys to put your predictions in, but Hyatt has been getting a lot more, maybe not reps, but more opportunities than Slayton so far, so maybe that is a sign of what's to come within this offense, who those wide receivers are going to be. But overall, guys, I am pumped about this Giants team, how they're getting better, how they're developing. Allen Robinson actually looks like a pretty good wide receiver this year for them in training camp so far. A lot of, you know, red zone work. Daniel Jones incomplete to Wan'Dale Robinson, did have a touchdown to Jalen Hyatt. Could have been offensive pass interference, maybe a push off, don't really know, but he did catch the football. You know, Malik Nabers is motioning around all over the offense. That's cool. He did have a false start today. That's fine. Did have a reverse sweep as well. This dude's going to move all over the football field. So let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new, man. We're going to be covering the Giants all off season long. Evan Neal was not at practice today either. I believe he's still injured. So hopefully offensive line gets a little bit better. Oh, also, there was a direct snap to Eric Gray, which was cool to see. I haven't seen that in a while from them. So you got a direct snap. Maybe Eric Gray sees a lot of first-team reps this year. I guess we'll find out, right? So join the family, guys. More videos coming out over the next few days here as we, you know, potentially get pads on in the next couple of days. So hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, and let me know if you guys want a part 2. Part 2 will be coming out very soon. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.